This is a live look at the Swamp. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville.
It's season 2 of the Heisman Walk-On Dynasty. Coach Emmitt Smith looks to build off their college football playoff semifinal appearance last season. Here we go. And the Gators will put boot to leather, and here we go.
Come out to the 25, no attempt at a return.
Rain is in the forecast today.
And this guy doubtless will be a huge part of the game plan. He'll be trying to impact this game and get his senior season off to a great start. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you...
And heat.
Let's go, gentlemen. The big boys up front.
Third down defense.
Get the job done. 3 and out. Let's go.
Nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Now, we call that a bull rush around these parts. Number 60 he was the nail. He was not the hammer. Good Lord. All right, here we go.
3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes this transfer sophomore running back. They believe he is the guy who can really give a jolt of energy to this rushing attack.
It was a major, major goal for this offense in the offseason to improve the running game. They wanted to be more explosive, David, and that's why they went to the transfer portal, and that's why they brought this guy in. He is a stud. He's got breakaway speed. If they can get this guy in the second level today, I think we're all going to get a chance to see that.
Yeah, you can see some big plays. He's done it throughout his career. It's not a guessing game. It's not a high school kid. You've seen him be successful. They talked about perfect fit into the system and what they want to do. They're going to ride this young man. They know what he can do. They're going to get him the football.
He wants to go deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lindsey. Knocked down immediately. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Throwing, Williams. Caught in the backfield, it's Montgomery. He was smelling that end zone when they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Florida.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Well, not a bad way to start the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
3 and out on defense. Let me drive down the field. Put up 7. All right, here we go.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Drops back on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the sack comes from the middle line.
Welcome to Gainesville, Mr. Williams.
Get everybody lined up.
The junior transfer out of Georgia.
Rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They try to pop a run on the draw, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. There he goes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Okay, these guys are fun. This is fun.
Unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Still looking to his right. Wilson open on the right side.
Dallas.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Woo! And the corner said, oh my God.
Perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. From the gun, looking for a man. Left side, it's Woody. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make
the man defense looks good there.
Out of the from the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, my. Malik Autry, the 5-star transfer.
Setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to take it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Keeps it himself. Quick toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Williams, they're all over him. Buried before he could blink.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about.
Well, at least he didn't force it, I guess.
Quarterback creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Too far.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking for room. It's Tillman. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He'll try the left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes his man miss. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Lindsey. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then makes the
grab and room to run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators. The kick is up.
Man, getting him in space is something else.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Owls sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
The screen, he can go. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Trying to escape and get it himself. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Owls are marching down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Gators sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And this offense just keeps putting it together, man. Like, they have not been stopped very often. Another play in the passing game. This defense, they've got to find something, and they've got to find it fast. Like, halftime is a little ways away. They got to make some adjustments right now.
Williams escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. Go to the right side. That's Wilson. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Trying to get the corner. The pitch. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on off.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Florida Atlantic races to the line. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Looking downfield very late in the half. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's...
He'll take the deep shot. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is thrilled with the performance of his young quarterback. We told you before the game, this is his first start, first everything, and he has shown up big time. Coach said, I want him to continue playing just like this, keep his head down, be composed, but continue to put up those big numbers we saw in the first half. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Gonna run it. It's Lindsey. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Play action with Williams. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third down from the gun, Williams. On the move. Just got rid of that one.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tackle.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let us find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Here on the Gators sideline, guys, They have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Pulls it in. It's Mays. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Williams on the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the third and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
Williams from the gun on third down. Left side is Brown. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Play fake, Williams. Buying time to his right. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 20. Line on the return. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They need a huge play on third and long. Keeps it himself.
And, man, they sneak the option in there on third and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a fourth down, and this might be a passing situation.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. As we check in with Holly.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might as well run him again. Oh, he got loose. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. It's Clark. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside. It's Clark. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Lions is way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Here's a quick throw out to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Looks it in. Discards him with the stiff arm. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, things are starting to get pretty emotional. As you know, this head coach coaching for his home team, his first game as the head guy, and this will mean so much to him. His offense, though, just has to finish it off with a big lead in the 4th. Can they get the first home win ever for this coach who's given so much of his heart and soul to this program? Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.